You look hungover. You're hungover. I stayed up late all night watching disease-related movies. How's it feel being good at Monster Hunter? How's it feel being second place? Feels alright. You heard Monster Hunter players have corona from eating palomu soup. Accurate. You work at an airport. What are you gonna do? I mean, wear gloves. Don't touch your face. I'm assuming that they'll give you a mask eventually. Saw in the tournament was a nice run. Well, thank you. You work in a hospital? Well, you're definitely going to get a mask and gloves. Don't touch your face. Oh, Tiddly. Oh, yeah. No, 100%, man. I mean, you know, it's the sort of thing, like, if you're not testing for it, the numbers look great. And again, like, if you don't test for it, like, if people are just dying of, like, pneumonia, you know, who's to say, you know, is it normal flu pneumonia? Is it Corona-chan pneumonia? You know, I'll always be your NA champ. Product, I'm fine. Like I said, I mean, I'm not going to, like, give the breakdown like 20 times over the course of the stream. I'm more disappointed in the fact that our second place was 420 or 430 than us being second place. Because we should have, that's more of a third or fourth place time. Yeah, I mean, we were doing lots of elbow bumping at the event, which is super lame, but I mean, better. Better than shaking hands. The Insect Glaive pick was surprising. So we actually, one of our fastest times in practice that we didn't really replicate was Lance Insect Glaive. And I had found a strat to get double KO with Insect Glaive. We never tried a mount. Insect Glaive does an incredible amount of damage to Namiel when she's wet, as do, of course, Dual Blades. So, like, that was just straight up good strategy on their end. You know, the particular strength of TSC, and some people make fun of him for it, but, you know, I think it should be recognized for what it is. If something's effective, it's effective. Is he doesn't care how dumb it looks. If something's effective, he'll keep doing it over and over again, like everybody memes on him for Aerial Greatsword, which, I mean, again, like, you can meme on it. Like, sometimes it's a little lame to watch after you've seen it, like, the 30th time in a row, but, like, it works. So, you know, when your run consists of, like, 60 to 70% throwing on the Impact Mantle and doing claw attacks on the head over and over again, well, yeah, it's lame, but it worked. And especially, like, you know, when you're trying to keep Namiel in wet mode, having, you know, 2 wall bangs, 2 KOs, and a mount, her transition from wet mode to dry mode is a result of how many attacks she does in wet mode. You're surprised the other groups didn't go for a mount in their scripted sequence. Insect Glaive was the only one that could do that cleanly. You know, for the most part, you know, all right, I guess Lance could have done a mount, but the mounting attack for Lance is really bad. At least the mounting attack for Insect Glaive is kind of okay now. Dwarven, man, don't freak people out. His biceps. There was one shot of him where, like, the lighting was really good, and it looked like he had, like, a massive upper shoulder. So good for him. Yeah, the TSC does work out. It's very clear. It's also very clear that nobody else at that party worked out. As we were leaving the event, there was like, a group of like maybe like 7 or 8 girls all wearing like red flannel shirts standing in a line to get in. It was like clearly like some sort of like a, you know, like a, bridal shower or something like that. And I was like, don't go in there. It's stuffed to the walls with nerds. Be careful. You're making a terrible mistake. They laughed. It was pretty funny. Do you think they'll revamp competitive Monster Hunter? What do you mean by that? I mean, competitive Monster Hunter has been pretty well solidified by Japan now for 8 years? Longer? The best thing we have to look forward to is more fans trying to run more competitive Monster Hunter things more regularly. Shout out. March 14th, we are running our own speedrun tournament. The Dave J. Is it 924? Speedrun tournament featuring 8 speedrunners to speed through the game, just like I'm doing. What do you think about a tall, buff girl walking up to you and asking for a picture? I don't have any problem with tall, buff girls. Are you saying that because like I'm a small, malding man? That's okay. That's all right. Will it be a full game speedrun? It'll be a full game speedrun like this. It's a tournament for $1,000. It's like a lot of money. I'm ready for you to curse them all when you watch them. I'm going to be commentating it. Why would I curse them? I want them to do well. I want them to do really well. Hold on. Should be enough. Okay. Went relatively smoothly. I'm happy you get more opportunities to commentate. You like my commentary? I prefer commentating to competing. Like, I'm okay at ILs. Like, I'm decent, but that's just not my preference, you know? I really do enjoy RTAs much, much more. Or challenge runs or other things like that. It's difficult, though. Like, you know, we talked about it after the tournament. It's just like doing RTA runs of this game. It's just such like... It's a long run to learn. Most speedrunners are much more used to being able to reset more often, and a lot of them don't want to sit through cutscenes. I thought about trying to get into the next SGDQ for Monster World Iceborne speedrun. I've applied to speedrun SGDQ, and I didn't get in. So, you're sorry you didn't get to talk to me at the tournament. Were you at the tournament? What? Were you there? Why didn't you say anything? What the hell? What? Why? Did you meet any fans at the tournament? I met several fans. And some streamers. I met Lee Jitsu. I met Skullscotch. Congrats on not having to go to E3. Thank you. I will take that all the way. Nobody gave me Gert. What if... Turnip, I don't think you were there, but if you were, I would be really upset that you didn't approach me. You could have been Herney? You're right, I could have. Maybe I will next time. Thing is like, I really do enjoy practicing with Toad. Did you teabag fans? Nobody asked for their teabag. Nobody wanted it. Herney is excellent, Bone Cuss. And I'll say it's not confirmed yet. It's not guaranteed. We might actually have Herney for co-commentary on the tournament in 2 weeks. We're talking about it. There's a good possibility he'll be there. Did they announce the new monster? No. So that'd be me and Herney doing co-commentary for the full speedrun for 6 hours. And I think what would be really nice about that is, and again, like we have to talk about how we'd structure it, is like, presumably we'd both be streaming, which is fine. And we could both possibly be on different screen views. So if something amazing is happening on one screen versus another, we could both learn to click over to that at the same time. I mean, honestly, Bone Cuss, Herney's YouTube's doing great. I mean, I agree. It deserves even more success, but like, it's not like he's got like a massive amount of content on there all the time, but like every single one of his videos does really well. As well they should. He's very talented. Was there any new spicy beef? Noxella's partner shouted out beef. Sam shouted out beef, but they were, I mean, look, I'm sure they would have shouted out beef a little bit either way, but the production team really wanted us to start beefing with each other. Like, they were really angling for us to like, beef. Like, they didn't have enough time to actually, I don't know, because, like, I couldn't really see it. Like, they didn't have time to really edit everything together. But I think they wanted it to be like WWF or something like that. So I think next time they might have us, like, I don't know. If they're to do an actual invitational tournament, like, I'm sure we'd have wrestler-type shout-outs against each other and stuff like that. Did you get to hear the Lance rap from Herney? What? No. I don't know what you mean by Lance rap. Will teabagging be your finishing move? Yes. No, that's what they really wanted it, man. Which, I mean, I think that's fine. I mean, I think that's fun. I mean, the reality is like, you know, even though TSC has a very controversial existence on the internet, in person, he's a normal guy. You know, he's maybe like a little intense, but he's the same as everyone else.
Big Hambone just resubscribed for 4 months.
Congrats on second. Thank you.
Congrats on second at the tournament, man.
Herney does a freestyle rap about why he's great. Well, Herney is very talented. Oh, wow. Spike. Woo.
Please, because you don't understand.
He's buffer than me. That's not the same. Are you saying my next goal should be not to focus on getting a better speedrun time than TSC, but to instead get more buff than TSC?
Right, well, I guess I just got to settle for the incest today.
The next match is just a flex off. We both get on stage, rip off our shirts, just start doing posing routines. Thank you, Spike. Shadow shot. Congrats for the second place. Thank you. I wish it were better.
Check it out. I want you to be my pet, and I'm going to be your daddy.
Honestly, if... All right, hold on. I wouldn't want to straight up trade places with Noxella, but I would have gladly taken our place as fourth and him been able to get his place as second. If that were like a monkey paw thing that I could accept. He has not seen us yet, which is a little bit of a problem. Yeah. He's going to keep running. Or not. All right. Never mind. Hey, Shep, how are you doing? I've got a cold that is definitely not coronavirus. And apparently I sound different because I'm phlegmy, but... otherwise, I'm feeling okay. How are you? Love from the Spike stream. I love you guys too. So, yeah. So we've got the tournament coming up in 2 weeks. Hopefully, Herney will co-commentate with that. Beyond that, we may start trying to do...
Me, Daddy. Let me take a good look at your long,
at least
hard
maybe
lance.
like monthly
Oh, yeah, that insect blade.
online streams
I'd really
of
suck
tournaments.
the extract out of you.
We had some thoughts. You know, we had some thoughts about doing like cash buy-in tournaments. Winner would maybe get part of the pot, and then maybe the rest of the pot would go to charity or something like that. We're still just talking about it now, but it would be nice to be able to consistently have more competitive Monster Hunter in some level of existence going on.
What time zone? Directly under my nuts!
Like arena TAs?
Right under my nuts is where the time zone is. Look at it!
It would be more like custom quests in arenas. You know, like we would specify what type of weapons and armor. So I think the last thing we would want to do is have like time attacks where people are given unlimited choice between weapons and armor, because I think that just gets too... It would either be way too different or way too much the same, and it would especially be affected by deco choice. It would be more like, all right, here's a set of alpha armor.
It's coming in 4 hours! What is possibly
with a set of weapons
debatable about that? 4 hours!
You would definitely get in TAs if there were regular tournaments. So... Again, like, we're still just talking about it, so, like, I don't mind talking about it because we're still just brainstorming. But if we did do that, if there was some level of, like, a cash buy-in, again, for, like, either a prize or, like, to help contribute towards charity, what would be a good buy-in amount per team or per individual? Like, $5? $10? Is that, like, a lot? Is that a little? I feel like that's, like, reasonable. 5 to 10? I think so, too. Sam is a guy. And again, like, the things we're thinking about is, you know, would it be better to have, like, certainly some of the proceeds would go to the winner. Like, you know, would we cash out all the proceeds? I like the idea of having a lot of the proceeds end up going to, like, a certain charity, right? So, like, 50% of the money goes to charity, 50% goes to prizes. I feel like that's something that a lot of people can probably get behind. And then, like, during the course of the stream, donations and stuff would of course, go towards the charity as well. All right. Yeah, I think between 5 and 10 is reasonable. The thing is like, I don't think it's likely, but you don't want to end up pricing anyone out, you know. In some regions, $10 is a lot of money, you know, and I wouldn't really want to do that. Depends how many are competing. I mean, yeah. You know, the other thing is trying to make sure that everyone is capable of competing. You know, I think a good deal of it would be, you know, just making sure if there are people playing on PC that they're doing it unmodded. It's not always easy to do. I would think that if we were going to be doing PC being allowed, I think both players would have to stream just to be safe. PS4 or Xbox, only one player would have to stream. But, I mean, it depends. It depends on how people feel about it, you know. I mean, we could do console-only tourneys or we can do PC-only tourneys. $10 is enough for a week's worth of food here? Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, that's something that I want to be considerate of, right? So. How did you do in the tournament? We got second. I mean, the thing is Bone Cuss is what we'd likely be doing a lot of the time is doing custom arena quests anyways. So, like, not necessarily doing, like, you know, do this monster on this quest at this time, but it would be like, okay, pick up, like, the Ebony Odo arena quest, and you can only use these armor sets. Shermsy. Thank you. It's a pretty good idea, though. Yeah. $5 buy-in? I mean, again, like, it would be like $5 buy-in, like something like, you know, 50% of the pot would go towards the winner, and then like the other 50% or some percentage of it would go towards charity, with maybe like a second prize or something like that. Yeah, and then have donations go to charity as well. Yep. Like, I don't know. Not to be that sort of guy, but I'm sure there's probably already a bunch of coronavirus-linked charities that could probably use some money right now. I don't know. It's just an assumption. I don't need donations for my sickness, so. No, I might have a tiny cold, but I'm fine. A runny nose is not a symptom of Corona-chan. Might go for one more? That's it. You don't understand how to fight Kieran in Master Rank. Why not use a bow? Do you have a will in place? I'm married. My wife will get everything I have.
Repipe Darty just subscribed.
Mr. Pip Darty, thank you. Did you check WebMD? I guarantee you all, I have done more research on Corona-chan than all of you. Mr. Pip Darty, enjoyed seeing you at the Fogo. Hopefully the meal sat with you well for the rest of the day. You enjoyed your college course on meat. Did the addition of Clutch Claw make the speedrun faster? It changes it. It's a little bit faster, but it mostly just changes it. Do you have festive fever? No, I don't have a fever. How's the championship? It was okay. I wish we saw faster times in general. You weren't hungry until 11? That sounds like you fogoed properly.
Craig just resubscribed
Great.
for 13
Great
months.
job, former
Great job,
NA
former
champ.
not champ.
Thank you. Custom arenas hunts would be a pretty nice feature for the next game. You know, that would be kind of neat, right? If you could have like a build a quest. I mean, people have like found ways to hack the game and put custom quests in. Especially like the 3DS games, I think, had a bunch of those. I mean, even of course, World, like people have custom quests as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the idea. Trying to think how I'm going to do this. Really didn't want him to run, but you know what? We get extra dung, and we unlock the northeast camp this way, so it's not the end of the world. Only issue is if Jagras makes an appearance, in which case we have to dung him. There's a possibility we might actually get lucky and Anjanov can make an appearance. I mean, to be honest, like, the way that QA is supposed to be pronounced, like the proper way to pronounce QA is actually kind of hard to do.
Just resubscribed for 15 months.
I think I saw a limp there. Yeah. Please. Damn it. At least you're still the champ of Xeno %? I am. We lost time there and we didn't get anything out of it. That sucks. Your name appeared as Andre and Andre in the USA Championship video? That's fine. Don't mind. I guess we'll go for the poison. You cringed so hard watching that one team miss those wall bangs? I mean, I wouldn't use the word cringe. I mean, I felt very sympathetic to them. You may remember, people might remember, like I said, like, it's gonna happen. You know, there is gonna be a team that gets Namuled. And I feel really bad that it happened. I mean, both of those teams really, they're better than what they showed. That's all I'll say. You know, these sort of things can happen in an arena tournament. What do you think about today's tourney setup where they have two separate hosted guiding lands of the same layers and get two teams trying to run the same gauntlet? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I do like the idea of longer things like that because it can be really difficult when it's literally just one and done, right? So you could do multiple like guiding lands, sequential lures. You could also do just like kind of like they did in Dream Match, have like multiple rounds. So, and then the winner is the team that has like the best of the combined multiple rounds. Do full energy Safi tournament? I mean, here, that's the fun part, right? That's the fun part about running your own tournaments is you can do kind of weird things like that. I ate, right? No. Yeah, I mean, it's worth pointing out. So, like, they don't show it, right? They didn't really talk about it, but Noxella's team had the fastest Banbro time out of anyone in the tournament. Not that day, but Sam and TSC, their Banbros were all above 2 minutes. Noxella's team had it consistently under 2 minutes. So, no, yeah, I mean, they got anused. There's no denying they got anused, but, you know, they're clearly a very talented team. They may have mentioned it, but it's like, you know, it may not stick out to anyone. Oh, they did show it? All right, that's good. You know, that's why, like, you know, I don't know. The idea of, like, you know, making more of the production about having, like, the most skilled North American players out there, I think, I mean, I personally like that idea more. Like, I enjoy the Festa and enjoy the production value and everything that went into it for the people that were there and able to experience it live, but that's what? 200 people? You know? Versus, you know, theoretically the entire world for seeing, you know, a really well done Twitch stream. It's the same sort of thing that happens, like, you know, when you decide just to make an event out of E3 or make an event out of, you know, Paris Game Show, you know? You're limiting the number of people that might be able to come out and actually, like, play well at a very high level. And instead, you're just getting maybe some people that are like, oh, hey, I played Insect Glaive once up to the Pink T-Rex. You know, there was no qualifier to enter the tournament. It was, I'm going to be in Boston that day and I've got $20. And everybody that was really good at the game was really freaked out. We're like, oh man, this might go really bad for us. There's no way we're going to win. But like, the reality was, is everybody was looking at the actual speedrunners there and like, oh, I have no chance. You wonder why they didn't stream some of the qualification rounds? I mean, they could have. I mean, you know, the top teams could have been there streaming their band, bro. For sure. I wish the game had built-in leaderboards and not just guild cards. I mean, not that any of that matters for PC, but yeah. You know, one of the challenges is like, you have to kind of create novel or brand new arena quests for these tournaments. Like, just going by the arena quests in-game, like, those puzzles for the most part are solved and posted on YouTube. Like, you need to create brand new stuff to try and get the teams to think. If you was able to pick, who would you have fought in the tournament instead of Namiel? Oh. Anyone? I don't know. We don't see many tier 2 monsters end up in tournaments like that, and some of them are really fun. You know, Yan Garuga, Fulgur Anjanov. Those would be a lot of fun. You know, Stygian Zinogre. That would have been a lot of fun. Put it to you this way. It's not like anybody was really excited to fight Namiel. What would you think of a tournament where you had a pool of monsters that they choose from random? So definitely there is something behind that, like having like mystery monsters picked the day of. But there are some teams that do really, really well because they're good at Monster Hunter. There's other teams that do really, really well because they have a lot of time to practice in theory craft. What I like about arena setups is you don't have to be the best at Monster Hunter to do well in them. You just have to be able to figure out the puzzle as well as you can. That being said, you could have both, right? You could have predetermined quests, and then you could have one that gets chosen the day of. Like, all right, everybody, make sure you've got, you know, Great Jagras Alpha made with Great Jagras weapons, and then we're going to pick a monster at random, and you guys are going to fight that in the arena. You just wish they had better production value? I mean, the issues that they had seemed like almost all technical, right? You know, I think part of the issue was the event was supposed to start at 4. They didn't get us into the venue really until 5. So they had basically a whole hour lost where they didn't have time to do editing and production. So I don't know what caused that, but presumably they'll make changes so it doesn't happen next time. In that regard, San Francisco, I think, went better. But San Francisco, I mean, they had showrunners that had always been with them, right? They had the Japanese showrunners to help out, and those guys are like machines because they do this at least 5 times a year. You know? Versus, you know, Fangamer, I'm sure they do stuff like this all the time, but they didn't do, they haven't done Monster Hunter before. Yeah, no, Chris might have some permanent, albeit minor, hearing damage from here on out because he was just getting full decibel blasted in his ears for the first part of the tournament. And then Hernie didn't have any audio. And like, I don't think it caused any major issues for the people competing, but the TVs that they had on the stage were like really bad. Like really, really bad. Like smearing colors, input delay, like weird frame rate adjusting. Like definitely those TVs were not good. But I mean, that was, everybody got affected by that, right? So everybody got affected by it equally. But those would not be the TVs I would want people using. Why do they use TVs and not monitors? I don't know. If you could have chosen a redo, what weapons might have y'all chosen instead? I think the weapons for the Namiel quest were really well chosen. I don't have any complaints about the selection at all. Honestly, it was a really good puzzle. I'm happy that Sam and TSC found a way to make the elemental weapons so consistent to the point where they didn't even get Namiel into dry mode. That's why they won. I thought Rachel did a great job. I think Rachel was excellent. I would be very happy to see her in the next tournament / organization again. I have no complaints about her whatsoever. Much better to have her than somebody who's got like no hype at all. Oh, I actually have to think though. Yeah. Yeah, Tiddly, like, that's why, like, I don't know. If you've never watched, like, professional anything before, it's like, all right. She might seem cringy, but, like, she's a professional announcer. Like, they don't hire her because she's, like, resident sleeper. They hire her because she's got energy. Well, so it wasn't, she wasn't being cringy then. I mean, it was the other people in the tournament that were cringy. That's fine. I don't think that's something to blame her. She's just trying to keep things exciting. And I think she did a fine job with that. Dude, Twitch chat is just thirsty, dude. Oh no.
Havoc1 just resubscribed for 7 months. Love you, my Shepnut. You're the best.
I love you too. What I think of the Bracky gameplay? I couldn't really see it. The TVs weren't really very good. Did you check chat at any point? The only thing I saw was one short clip where everybody was spamming Shed Mauled, and then X_Nightmare_X said, "Wow, Shep is such a manlet. X Nightmare, when you come into stream, I'm going to be timing you out for 13 days." So don't think I forgot. You're on my list, dude. I mean, I know I'm a manlet. You don't have to say it, though. I'm not 5'2". You can say it when I'm here. Don't say it in, like, random Twitch chat. I'm going to take you out, dude. Toad was not short. Toad is not short. I'm short. But Rachel, I mean, Rachel wasn't tall, but she had like heels on. Sam is definitely tall. What the hell is a manlet? I think it's just like another way to call a short guy. I mean, I'm definitely short, you know? I mean, certainly for the United States, I'm short. For Japan, I would assume I'm about average height. You're a whole foot taller than me? Well, you're very, if you were 6'6", you are very tall. That is not, I mean, I'm not calling you abnormal, but that's not normal. When you're 6'6", that's very tall. No matter where you are in the world.
Red.
5'11" is not a manlet. 5'11" is fine. Don't even worry about your height anyways. Nobody cares. There were a lot of people that didn't know there were tournaments. That happens every single time. Manlet is 5'6" and under. All right. I'm 4'4" and you've never been called a manlet? Manlet is a personality? You calling me a manlet?
XLL just resubscribed for 4 months.
8XL, thanks. Women care about height? They do. But, like, I don't know. I think they care more about, like, the manlet mentality than how tall you actually are. I don't know. I'm not trying to act like I'm some sort of, like, lady slayer or anything like that, but I've never had any issues finding any girls to date, and I've been, at least not when I was younger, of course, and I've been married for basically 10 years now, so I don't know. I've never had it been an issue. Twitch chat was not garbage. I've heard YouTube chat was worse. Which is funny, but I mean, it makes sense. YouTube is kind of a toxic place to be. Yeah, I mean, look, for the most part, like most women in general, I think probably do want to date somebody taller than them. But, you know, as long as it's not super awkward, I don't think most people are going to have an issue. I don't know. I'm not a love doctor. Do I have bombs? Where are my bombs? Whatever. We might just end up killing this Giratotus. QA hashtag QA did nothing wrong and shed mauled. That actually makes me really happy about Twitch chat. That's pretty good. I think we might lose a little bit of time on the split, but I'm not that mauled about it. No, I mean, look, if Sam and TSC won and they had fans for them, that's good. I pick these up now. I don't know if this is going to hit, but we're going to go for it anyways. Did hit. Just want to get one more golf swing out. Oh, chat got it. Okay. We actually still lost time there. Feels bad, man. I mean, splits are within a minute, so we can still make that up. I mean, Team Sushi Bar is incredibly impressive when you consider the fact that they did not practice Namiel. Like, they did not practice that fight at all. And so they saw our run, they're like, hey, we'll do that start. And then they just went for it. That's so cool. It's actually really cool. So, like, and they got third, so, like, massive amounts of respect to them, right? Like, good for them. They got the first wallbang? Yes. Yes. And I'm pretty sure they didn't practice that. I think we went first. They saw that, like, they're like, hey, let's do that. To, like, just fully pick up and then utilize a strat like that without having practiced it at all is like amazing. I don't know. What is with Twitch chat? Have you guys never touched a girl before? It's not that strange. It's okay to touch a girl's hand. Who cares if he just grabs it? All right, let me tell you something. In Twitch chat's mind, he was an absolute legend. You know what he was to Rachel? Just somebody that she was giving an interview to. I guarantee you she didn't think once, oh wow, he's touching my hand. It's not that weird. It's okay. It's fine. Calm down? I'm not the one that needs to calm down. Twitch chat's like, oh wow, he's such a legend. He had direct hand contact. You absolute nerds. It's not cringy at all. It's just normal. It's normal human contact. It was not super weird. Any normal person would be like, oh, whatever. He touched her hand. He wanted to grab the microphone. Like, that's fine. It happens all the time. Hand holding does not make the girl pregnant. What's more cringy is everyone freaking out about it. I know! That's why you have to make fun of Twitch chat. Did you want to be touched? Yes, and I'm upset you didn't touch me. He had the nervous energy that you would have had? How was it? The event was good. There were some technical difficulties even on our end too, but damn it. I think sometimes, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like, I should just, we'll just do this. No, don't go! Don't go! No! No! From what I can see, it looks like this is the exact same thing happened to me last time. We're gonna go for one big bang and then we're done. We might actually not lose much time here, which would be really nice. That wasn't even that good and we made up time. Just want to make sure I've got extra sleep herbs for Anjanath. I don't really need them, but... There we go. Red splits galore. It's because we lost time on Pookie Pookie. It's not that bad. We can make it up on Anjanath. Good luck on the run. Thanks. We are... only 40 seconds from gold. And it's such a long run, like up to Zora 1, like as long as you're within a minute, it's not that bad. Players in the Raging Bracky gameplay was cringy with Bo. You know, if I've got one criticism, and I've always had people like trying to explain to me why it is this way, but I never agree with it. They're like, yeah, we want the gameplay to reflect the monster more so than the player. But I always think it's super lame when they show off a monster and it's just the player eating dirt over and over again. Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of get it, but I also, like, I don't get it. Like, show a little bit of both. Show the good moves hitting, but then also show the player, like, evading some moves and actually getting damage in. I don't know. I don't know. It's something that they've consistently done, so they're definitely doing it for a reason. And, like, the reason I hear is, like, oh, they want the monster to attack. They want to show off the monster's moves. But it always, like, makes me feel, like, a little less hyped when I'm just seeing some hunter just getting full-on anus, you know? I don't know. I don't know. By showing the hunters jobbing to it, they make it seem more badass? I mean, it just makes me think, like, who is this garbage player? Play the Final Fantasy 7 demo on stream later, I dare you. We're gonna do a little bit of 2 Point Hospital as a bounty after the speedrun, and then we're gonna play World on PC with viewer hunts after that to do some of the event stuff before it switches over tonight. But we could do like Final Fantasy 7 demo at the end of night stream. Will the hospital help us with Corona-chan? We're gonna find out. It switches over tonight? I mean, the bounties always refresh, like every, what, 24 hours? For me, it's like around 7.
What time zone?
Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
Directly under my nuts.
It's fine.
Right under my nuts is where the time zone
No.
is. Look at it.
I was really hoping that would have expired. It's unfortunate. Also unfortunate. almost got there. Well, at least I hitched a ride for a little bit. Hey. Hey. This should actually be close enough. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make up time on Zora 1. We'll have to make it up on the other sections. It's still not bad. I mean, this is like a 4:30 run. I don't think that was that bad of an Anjanov, though. There's one thing that stopped me from speedrun to be the item management. I think it stops a lot of people. The menuing can be like kind of intimidating. We got the pelts we needed. What if Rainy joins the speedrun tournament? Which speedrun tournament? I don't even know what country Rainy's from. Rainy's never entered in any tournaments. He mocks a lot of people that go to tournaments, but he's never actually been in one. I'm not saying he would be bad. I'm just saying, like, he has yet to have competed in anything that I know of, outside of just, like, submitting TAs. He asked, he said he would speedrun this game after I made a guide, and then I made a guide, and then he never did it. Am I calling him out? I call him out regularly, because he said, if you make a guide to speedrun this game, I will run it. And then I made a guide, and then he never ran it. He's like, oh, NA champs. Doesn't mean anything. You don't have any good competition. Well, you're the champ of falling asleep on stream, so enjoy your title. And with how often you run the same monster, you're also the champ of putting your own crowd to sleep, too. He does get viewers while asleep. Don't worry, I put my viewers to sleep through cutscenes, so we're about tied. What's my favorite beef dish, excluding stroganoff? I like meat with a lot of fat in it. Stroganoff is probably my favorite, honestly, even though it's not even like a proper steak. I mean, I like a ribeye, but man, I'm not rich. I can't be eating that all the time. You watch the stream for the Malden conversation, not the game, yeah. Yeah. I got it. I get it. I get it. 125 is actually a really good Zora one. The time where I think I lost the most time probably on the Elders this previous run, I'm really hoping to get it faster than 4:30. We're going to definitely handle Xeno differently. We're just going to focus on the arms. You know, Val's a bit of a challenge, but I feel like we're going to find a way to be able to pull it out. Rainy has been practicing the speedrun. This speedrun? No, he hasn't. Did you make your hunter look like David Bowie on purpose? Ryozo did. Really? If he's been practicing, how come he hasn't submitted anything yet? This isn't my first time calling him out, so maybe he finally got mauled enough to want to do it. I mean, look, if there's one weapon that would be like really, really good, it's Charge Blade. I mean, that held the previous record. Sword and Shield's gonna be interesting though. Although he He's been playing Sword and Shield, hasn't he? So once we get the more perfect rush, Sword and Shield might be able to do some really decent runs. I'm gonna lose 0% now? Dude, just means I've got to get better, right? Well, I'm not nervous yet. Being good at the run would mean he'd have to stay up for 4.5 hours, which I'm not sure if he can do. No, look, here's the thing. Even though I like having a title with no competition is like meaningless. Like the title's only worth something if people are actually fighting for it, you know? So if he gets into it, good. It's a good thing. It's just regular speedruns of quests. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta... Why do you gotta give me hope and then take it away? Why won't I fight for my Jagras title? I never wanted that. I never wanted that. Do segmented any percent? No. Going to E3? If they legit did pass it on, I would not go. Oh no. It's the wrong one. Please break! Woo! We might lose a couple seconds here. Any tips on getting better at Monster Hunter? I'm done being... What is that emo? Straight up, I mean, I have made like a full low and high rank guide to this game that does go over a lot of strats outside of just like how to use your weapon good. New exclamation warm-up. I know you might feel like really sad like watching a video on Great Jagras, but trust me, like those videos, I spent a lot of time working on them, so I think you will find some value there. The important thing about this game is like the concept of getting good doesn't mean like, oh, I know the weapon combos really well. It's more about like knowing the monsters and knowing what your opportunities are for you to attack based on what attack they're doing. Pandering for YouTube views. Yes, please. I desperately crave that 10 cents in AdSense revenue. All right. Absolutely. That's cool, man. That's cool. Artem, hello. Mr. Vladimas. Hello. Should get around to watching that series. Yeah, who was that person actually that was being a dick just now? Hold on. Let's get a little mod. There you go. How do you know when to capture monsters early? I go about it. Here we go. Hey, T-Step. Eat this! That's a day timeout. You can use it watching my YouTube videos. So if you watch the series, I go into detail about how to know when you can capture every monster. I'll give you the shortcut though. It's 2 pods for most monsters. Piscine monsters and Devil Joe, you need more than that. And then in Master Rank, it's even more scuffed. It's like a little past 2 pods for most things. Dude, I'm a little salty about that. I worked like each one of those videos is, and even like the ones you're like, oh, that wasn't that long. It's like 8 hours, like 8 hours of production per video. So yeah, if I want a panda for those videos, I'm gonna do it. I want to get my 10 cents of ad revenue. Dude, I'm super mauled about that. I mean, if honestly, it's, you know, probably would have been a good idea to make those videos, I don't know, a year and a half? But a year and a half before I did. But, I don't know, I guess better late than never. You used to make fun of me for eating Costco food? Well, I mean, that's just something obviously, that's a dumb statement, I mean. Costco and Kirkland brand is delicious and generally good value. Is mauled a real word? I think somebody tried to like copyright it, but I don't know that you can at this point. It's like in public language, isn't it? If you had bigger food storage, you'd shop Costco? Yeah, I mean, we're pretty lucky. We've got, you know, decent sized basement that we can store stuff. I mean, look, I've definitely gone out and prepared for Corona-chan. Now, that doesn't mean like, you know, I've got pallets of like ready to eat meals, but I've got enough dry pasta and frozen meat and stuff that if we wanted to just like hang out for a couple weeks, we could. If anything, Brian, the streamer that actually went through the process of copywriting Mauled did a good thing to prevent, like, a bad faith person from copywriting it. So good on them. Can we get a tour of your bunker food? I don't want people seeing my bunker food. I don't want somebody to be like, I want some of his mac and cheese, and, like, when we go full contagion, have people breaking in trying to take it from me, you know? Look, I've got 3 things of water from Costco, and I've got enough food for like a month. You know. There was a comment. So there were 2 things as I was leaving the grocery store. One, I had 3 extra large packs of toilet paper. And so I got a lot of people looking at me funny for that. And then when I was in the parking lot unloading my macaroni and cheese, an old woman was like, oh, wow. Somebody must really love mac and cheese. Do you have any kids? And I was like, just stocking up. I'm thinking. I mean, is man-child the same thing as being a kid? I mean, here's the thing. If you are going to go out and stock up, make sure you're stocking up on stuff that you would eat anyways. Like, the worst thing that could happen is this ends up being nothing, and you've got like 20 pounds of dry beans that you're never going to eat anyways. So it should just be more of the stuff you normally eat. You know, realize that eventually, even if you think it's not going to be a problem, if there's enough panic, it will become your problem. You know what I mean? Like, it can be like a manufactured issue where everybody decides they're going to start stocking up. You mean mac and meatballs? I usually add hot dogs to my mac and cheese. That's like the ultimate man-child dish. What were the paychecks like for being the voice of Morty? I am not...
When I get bullied, it's called release the beast, because you don't understand.
What mac and cheese do you eat? The Kraft kind? What I bought was the store brand. I don't particularly like love Kraft macaroni and cheese. I mean, I'll eat it. Annie's is better, but it was not on sale. Add nuggies to your mac and cheese? I actually do have some nuggies. You're looking for good mac and cheese? I mean, if you're looking for really good mac and cheese, and I forget what country you're in, but there's a brand here called Annie's, and they've got like a white cheddar mac and cheese, and that's actually pretty good. You tried rice for some backup food? Yeah, I got a couple bags of rice. I've got some cans of lentils and some cans of refried beans. What's a nuggie? It's a chicken nugget. You have tacos for your air fryer. No. I'm still trying to eat healthy, guys. Like, I don't know. I'm mostly stocked up on like chicken thighs and ground turkey. I know it's basic, but do you have tips for what you do when you mount a monster, like avoiding KOs or when you use your slinger? I do go over some of that during the warm-up for Iceborne series, Ryox. So again, like, I'll keep shilling that. Eat my ass, guy who said that I'm shilling. I'll shill even more now. Long story short, though, when a monster has your thing flashing red in the corner, anytime you use a slinger shot that is like something that causes a flinch, so scatternuts, crystal burst, thorn pods for the most part, piercing pods, bomb pods, that flinch when it's red will knock it down a level and get it closer and closer towards being able to do a mounting attack. Beyond that, I mean, if you're using hammer, just realize that, you know, you have to be very careful before and after the mount to use only big bang, or maybe even just to avoid the head, to not waste the mount attack and end up getting into a KO. I say that, and yet I even made the mistake here, so. Do you have any tips on regrowing hair on bald spots? So if your hair is completely bald in an area, Rogain's not going to do anything. You probably need to get a ass hair transplant. So you can feel free to ask for ass hair donations from chat. Is that what I did? Yes. Hopefully he's close enough to those. Oh yeah. Yeah. Speaking of shilling, there are plenty of people that would accuse you of shilling when you post your art and link other media or places for donations. I don't really know what the alternative is. Is it like people that make content, like it would be better just for them to starve to death? You know, the only good content creators are the starving ones, or the ones that like just get enough money passively where they don't have to actually like ask for support. Mac and cheese can survive storage? If that's a serious question, yeah. I mean, I think you probably have at least a 6-month shelf life on mac and cheese, if not longer. Would you still be doing these runs if Defender gear was never released? Yes. And honestly, if they were just as popular or more popular, I would do the basic runs more often, non-Defender gear, but chat seems to like Defender gear runs more. So that's why I do them. Would you do these runs if cutscenes were skippable? Why wouldn't I? Meat Man. Bonecuss, I'm actually, and message me through Discord if you can help me, or know of anyone who can help me. Like, I'm willing to pay someone money.
Your molding head while I poop my brains out and regain conscience from exfoliating 22 pounds of raw gerd out my anus, at least going into Mach 2. Please, Shepard, don't ignore my wanting less to be anus by you anymore, Daddy Shep.
Thank you, Meat Man. So yeah, if anyone is experienced at modding, thinks that they have what it takes to actually make a randomizer mod and could show work that they've done before,
My birthday.
but would like to get paid for it,
Pay me.
message me.
Sprinkle all that cheddar over my chest and eat it. Yeah. Show it to me, Daddy. Let me take a good look.
What's
at
your in-game
long,
time after
hard
speedrunning?
legs. Oh,
We don't
yeah,
go
that
by in-game
insect
time
wave.
because, like,
Oh, I'd
there's
really
something
suck
weird
the
about it.
extract out of you.
It's not accurate. Are you still our NA champ? I am rusted former NA champ. Mod is in program? Mod is in programming. Mod is in releasing a randomizer mod for the game. Have you tried messaging some Dark Souls modders? I've done very little. I've done little work outside of talk about it to people here. But yeah, I mean, I could probably go to the modding Discord. What if they offer you for $1 million? It's a really dumb question. I would pay them $1 million for that mod. Here's the thing, like, I know, like, conceptually how the mod itself would already work. And I only say that because, like, I've seen Hex mod, I've played Hex mod, I know what Hex has been able to do. So I know what sort of things are already possible within the context of modding the assigned quests anyways. What's my most hunted monster of all time? Probably Nergigante. Could go to the modding Discord. They have a channel for requests for payments. So if somebody could just like DM me a link to that modding Discord, that'd be great. Did you hear that Governor Ron DeSantis declared Florida in a state of public health emergency because 2 people in Tampa Bay area are affected? Probably a good idea. You know, not that people should panic, but, you know, the most effective things we can do right now for the spread of, you know, COVID-19 is just like washing our hands, not touching our face, coughing into our elbows, and basic social distancing, right? So all that stuff that doesn't require anything other than just being like, hey guys, this is real. Like, until we learn more, you should just do things that don't cost anything. Dab when you sneeze, sure. What kind of randomizing would you want to take place in Monster Hunter World? So, my concept is monsters have a predetermined amount of life in assigned quests. We would increase the life pool across the board by probably 25 to 30%, but maybe even make it like a randomized amount up. Actually randomize the assigned monster in the quest, but if you can't do that, then at the very least, change the monster's moveset to something else. As well as randomly increase the speed up to a value of up to like maybe 150%. Randomize the defender gear to have different skills on it, or possibly even randomize a set of armor from high rank so that it can be crafted with one point of like iron ore. And whether it would be each random pieces or like one entire like alpha line all be one iron ore, it would be something we'd play around with. So that would be a big mod. That sounds like a big mod, but all you're really doing is saying from these values, randomize them amongst these values. Like, it's the sort of thing where if you had a good spreadsheet, I don't think the actual implementation would be that difficult, you know? You know, it sounds really difficult, but it's like, it's not anything that like, when you understand the basics of the quest structure, I don't think it would be that bad. But I'm not a programmer, so I can't really say. Talking about RNG armor like in Destiny. No, I'm more saying like, rather than doing these runs in just like random defender gear, do it in random high rank gear. Hats off to doing story speedruns, so much to remember. I mean, yeah, in the beginning, but you know, when you've done it a couple hundred times, like, these are easy streams for me in a way because like I could very easily talk to chat and run at the same time because like a lot of it's more or less just muscle memory at this point. The monster thing I think would be a lot harder than the armor. I don't think it's a lot of code, Teppelin. I mean, you're just going in and like you're going to be randomly changing quest mod values, you know? But here's the thing. The hard part will be getting the game to accept the fact that you've changed the assigned monster in the quest. Because especially like when we're in here and there's a cutscene, like what would the game engine do if rather than that being a Tsitsuyaku, that was a Great Jagras? Would it crash if Great Jagras couldn't do like the Tsitsuyaku stuff? Would he be able to like overlay that skeleton and just have like a weird ass Great Jagras doing stuff? That's the stuff I don't know. What's the best heavy bowgun, light bowgun? I don't know, man. Is it like Yan Garuga light bowgun or Rajang for now? We're not going to do any more than that. Putting monsters in wrong locations. It's not so much about putting them in wrong locations. It's just like straight up replacing one monster with another. And it may be there's like a more narrow range. So it may be, okay, so it can't be like, you can't replace Great Jagras with Valhazak, but can you replace Great Jagras as required with a Pookie Pookie or with an Anjanath or with a Rathalos? I used Sticky as intended during the tournament. Other things that we'd want to experiment with would be trying to speed up cutscenes. Alternatively, like speeding up Zora. Like if we gave Zora like a 20% speed modifier so he moves 20% faster, can we do that to speed up the run? Did you get Corona at the event? I do not have symptoms yet. Did any new monsters get announced? No, they only show footage from, was it Raging Bracky? Replace Zora with a Great Jagras. That, I think, that wouldn't be worth the time. You know what I mean? Unless we somehow, like, chance to pun away so that we could actually replace the Zora model with something else without breaking the game. Like, I would be more interested in just making sure the other things were simpler or faster. But I wouldn't want any, like, paid modder to be wasting their time on something like that, even though it would be really funny to be watching, like, a Great Jagras slowly walking around doing the Zora moveset. Thomas the Tank Engine is Zora. I mean, again, like, it would be fun, but, like, again, I wouldn't want, if I'm paying somebody, I wouldn't want to pay them, like, to do stuff that, like, didn't make sense. Wonder how messed up it would be to have different randomizers and mods on people and they're on the same quest. I mean, the one thing that I would want is for there to be a seed that would be generated or some way to replicate the same run across multiple people in case we ever were able to do like randomizer speedruns. I mean, you wouldn't have to do stuff for free, Orvin, man. Like, I'm more than willing to pay someone if they're doing something like this. Like, it would be so, like, it would make me happy, and then I think it would actually, like, make RTA speedrunning this game really enjoyable for people. Because even if you weren't competing to win all the time, people just like watching randomizer mods anyways. Pay me for Shed Mold, then? I'd give you $20 for Shed Mold. Who is new NA champ? TSC, who got second place last year, and Sam, my partner from the previous year.
My birthday. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pay me.
TSC is a fairly well-known...
over my chest and eat it. Yeah.
IL runner? No, I didn't want to do this. He usually does, like, runs involving, like, weird usages of weapons. He's definitely good at the game, but, like, he definitely, like, is more into, like, finding out weird exploits and stuff like that. Some people are a fan of, some people aren't. I mean, I think you should respect it for what it is. I mean, nobody else is doing it. Really? I don't think I'll have enough time for this, but I'm going to go for it anyways. Ah! Not bad. Oh yeah, we're making up a lot of time here. Alright, that's good. It's a good start. Yeah, I'm definitely improving certain sections of this run by just like refining it more and more. Turning people trying to force some sort of rivalry within the one community of Monster Hunter. I mean, I'm actually glad there was a little bit of trash talk. Twitch chat loves the drama, but like seriously, like nobody was like seriously beefing in person. You know, like we're not intensely staring people down. Like we're all a bunch of nerds that cared enough to actually practice this quest that much. Like we've got more in common than we do like apart from each other, you know? So, I mean, if anything, like I think we'll try to all ham it up a little bit more next tournament. Like I would love to go full Macho Man Randy Savage next time. What is the equipment setup for this run? Almost entirely defender gear. I do have bone chest and bone arms on. I have you hyped about the idea of a randomizer? I mean, if somebody can make it. You're sad I didn't win? The other team worked harder. They earned it. Do you think Sam will return? What do you mean? He's been... I don't know how often he streams or even makes videos. This might encourage him to stream more or make more videos. You know, TSC, I mean, TSC had a bad, I don't know, PR moment within like the last 6 months. His online presence can be difficult, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything I would suggest, but you're going to get... Whether you're good at the game or bad at the game, you're going to get people trolling you. If you keep it fun, like, it's fine. But if you start saying, like really toxic stuff, it can be difficult. Because it's only going to, like, amplify, you know? He thought me and Toad did a good job. Thanks. I wish we were 30 seconds faster. That time that we did for Namiel is not really reflective of what we normally get. I mean, I'm not malding about it, but yeah, I think there's a lot of teams there that probably wish they can do better. I mean, even Sam and TSC's team, I mean, they usually are they've gotten a lot of runs under 3 minutes. Like, in fact, I think they are going to have like the second fastest time in the world when the times come out. Yeah, I mean, TSC is fine in person. I mean, like I said, I mean, he can be a little intense, you know, and of course he's got his own opinions, but he's not a bad guy. Does World support modding? Yes. Too bad we don't have more frequent tournaments. There's going to be a speedrun tournament March 14th. Big cash prize tournament, $1,000 for the winner. It's like 10,000 bits. He's kind of like me when someone trash talks my work. Oh yeah, no, I get super mad. He gets mad all the time. But yeah, I mean, if somebody like wants to disrespect like what I do, then like get the hell out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you around. That's 100,000 bits. Oh, there you go. You're going to make a tournament? It's not an in-person tournament. It's an online tournament. But I mean, you know, that's like part of... So like I've been doing content on the internet for like 10 years now. So, I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm used to people trash talking, but like you definitely get a little bit more acclimated to it. I don't know how long TSC has been making content on the internet, so it might be like a little bit of a newer thing to him. But I don't know. All I can say is it's not easy. You know, he's putting like hundreds of hours into runs that sometimes get distilled down to like a couple minutes. I don't care who you are. I mean, if you put that sort of time into something, like it matters to you. Like we just mauled it out on somebody in this stream that's like, wow, you're pandering for your content for your warm-up videos. Like, hell yeah, I am. Like I spent like, you know, over 200 hours making that series. Yeah, I'm going to care about it a little bit, you know? But like real talk in general, it's like if you don't make content on the internet, like it's difficult to have any concept of like what it's like, the amount of time that you put into it and the amount that you care about it. We have more info available on the Discord. Is there no, God, that's a great idea. Do I have a Twitch command for it yet? I don't know if I have a chat command for it yet, but I'll make sure I get one soon. Yeah, I mean, so like, the same thing for Ninja, you know? Like, this is just a guy that streamed an insane amount of FPSs, happened to get really lucky and find success at one time. I mean, when you're a streamer, like, you know, things do build up naturally over time, and like you can expect like a general upward trend, but if you happen to be like best in the world at a game that's like really popular right now, yeah, you should capitalize on it and enjoy your success, because who knows? You know, it could be tomorrow, everybody in the world simultaneously decides they hate first-person shooters or whatever you call Fortnite. And they just want to watch board games, and suddenly, like, Ninja's completely out of a job because nobody wants to watch him. So, I don't know. Hard to judge. Oh. You've joined the Discord? Welcome to the Discord. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think Ninja's probably at the point right now in his life and his career where, assuming he has his money well invested, he's set for the rest of his life. So I'm not crying any tears for Ninja. But whether he's getting paid $1 million or he's getting paid like $10, everybody that's making content generally has a certain amount of pride for their content, and they don't like it being disrespected. Was it hard competing in that tourney using a PS4 controller? When we practiced, Toad and I were practicing on PS4 controllers on a PS4. I think that stuff doesn't excuse the temper. Yeah, no, I agree. There's some stuff you probably shouldn't say no matter the context. I'm just saying that you should say he wanted to come back after all of this and he wanted to be a kinder, gentler TSC. I think people should give him a chance. That's all I'm saying. I do cry for you, Meat Man. I'm sorry I can't give you the anything you deserve. Yeah. I mean, it's not easy to change, right? Like, you know, if you have an immense amount of pride for what you do, you know, to an extreme degree, you know, you're going to be so easy to troll that people are just going to be coming in there trolling you all the time, you know? Especially if they're waiting to see those crazy outbursts that he does get himself to the point of doing. And it just makes it like, it's almost like a cyclical problem. I mean, the best thing to do is ignore it, time out, or ban the person and just move on. You know, if it's really becoming a problem. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. TSC just won the North American Championship. We were just talking in general about how online he's had some issues and struggles, and we're hoping that this will be a fresh start for him to be able to get back into being more active maybe on social media and streaming again and have a better time of it. I mean, I'm not going to give him any advice. Like, he's a grown guy. He's plenty intelligent. But it would be nice to see the kinder, gentler TSC. Is Iceborne crowded on PC? It's probably popular. You know. Don't be a jerk. If you see Tyler 1's saga, Tyler 1, I mean, look, like I said, there are certain people that will get popular in terms of their content because they do have a certain personality or a certain temper and they mold out, you know? Like, I remember distinctly watching like a Tyler 1 clip or something like that. And it's easy to forget, like, no matter like how popular or successful you are, like, you're still a person. And I remember, I don't know, I forget if he was top lane or whatever, he like died. And somebody in chat was like, hey, I really like seeing you die there. It was fun seeing you suffer. And I remember him talking like, again, he's like 10,000 probably people in his chat. He's like, well, I'm glad you're suffering. I'm glad my suffering made you happy. It's like, it's easy to forget, like, even Tyler 1, like, he's still a normal dude, you know? And like when you say stuff like that to the streamer, like if they're reading chat, like they do read it, it can affect them, you know? So, I mean, maybe that's what you want. I mean, you know, if you're gonna be a negative person and stuff like that, you know, and what's he do? He, you know, he didn't time out the person, he didn't chastise him or anything like that. He just lets them go. That's part of his chat and his culture and all that. But, you know, it does definitely affect certain people. You know, some people, and like, here's the weird thing. You see that, and like, again, it works for some people, it doesn't. But it's weird seeing people that are streaming to 0 that just like mauled out on their own with nobody in chat to react to. I always thought that was interesting. I just mildly bully streamer till his maldness increases, then I stop. Oh, it's fine. Is Iceborne 50% off anytime soon? I don't know. I think some like other key retailers might have it like somewhat discounted. I don't know. I don't know of any expected Steam sales soon. Chat might know. Is there a spring sale? Probably. Oh no. Get the head this time? I did. Mr. Pip Darty, enjoy your day at work. No.
If I'm gonna poop myself, I might as well get paid for it. Oh yeah.
Gonna try and go for the big bang here. Got it. Hoping to get a KO here. Alright, I'll do one big bang. This is maybe unnecessary, but it's the safe way to go. Alright, we're gonna be heading splits here. It's good. God, I wonder what the hell happened last time. I equipped Glider Mantle because I was kind of thinking I might be able to do a little bit of like Clutch Claw silliness, but so far I haven't really used it at all. Want to see a sharp percent Gun Lance run? Spend $1,000 if you want. Oh yeah, I care a little less about backseat gaming in Monster Hunter because like 99% of the time the advice is just bad anyways. But yeah, if I'm playing anything else, yeah, don't backseat me. I want to be known as worse for like backseat moderating. I want to be known as worse than man versus game. That's how evil about it that I want to be. Like very rarely you'll have somebody that will offer a suggestion for something that I've never done before and it's appreciated. But at this point, there's almost nothing that could be said in chat that would offer like any meaningfully helpful advice in this run. Man versus game goes nuts over backseating. I just can't tolerate it. Here's the thing. If you do exclamation backseating, Jorbs has this like really long and well thought out video on it. There's like a bunch of reasons why backseating is no good in Twitch chat. One, I've already thought of it and I didn't like it. Two, I haven't thought of it and then you just gave me the answer. So people are here for what? You're backseating and not me playing? Those are the like two big things. Three, like even if the like you're giving advice, it might be good or it might be bad. Or it might be something I've already thought of. Yeah, I mean, look, if I'm genuinely stuck, I'll be like, chat, I'm stuck. Give me help. Have you tried crit draw heavy bowgun? Yes. You thought of anything Meat Man? Yes. It's just bad Twitch etiquette in general. I mean, again, like if you're in a stream to troll somebody by giving them spoilers, like when they don't want spoilers, I mean that's your choice. You know, like can't stop you from doing that. I mean, it's up to the streamer to enforce it, right? So, God, I just remember there was this one streamer I like to watch every once in a while. She plays like RPGs. She's like playing Final Fantasy VII, I think, or Final Fantasy VIII, and there was like a dude in chat that was literally beat for beat explaining what was going to happen in the story at like literally every single scene. It's like, really, dude? Like, I haven't seen this game before. I don't care what your nerd ass knows about it. I want to see streamer play it. Oh, if I can get this, this will actually be good. Was good. Yeah, it was Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Thank you. That was the game. Why not? Got it equipped? What? I don't know about that. It's one of the reasons you dislike when streamers put chat on stream. I think putting emotes on screen is a pretty great way of giving chat the ability to engage the actual stream experience without letting any other things get, without giving too much control. I don't know what Jorbs does. Jorbs has like a setup where like he'll have certain people in chat be like pre-screened to be allowed to put chat on screen, but not everybody. I don't know. I used to do it. But ultimately, like, I don't know. Uh-oh. Ultimately, people are probably there to watch the streamer anyways. It's not like if you want to watch Twitch chat, it's that hard to do it anyways. Damn it. All right, we're gonna go for one here. All right, we're going to lose a little bit of time. It wasn't a great Odo, but it was an okay Odo. Was there a single event that caused the shift to no chat on stream? I don't know what it was. When I was streaming Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, there was like one guy in chat that was being really annoying about it. And I'm like, oh, maybe he'll be less toxic if I don't put chat on stream. And then he was still toxic, so I just banned him. There was also like one time I was streaming a podcast and I was eating dinner and somebody came into chat and started saying racist stuff. And that can actually get you in trouble as a streamer. You know, so I'm like, I can't, even the way I have emotes up on screen, I'm still considerate of the fact that like somebody theoretically could get an emote combo on there that might get me in trouble. I haven't added the accomplishment in my info. What? Getting second place NA? NA champ is already a dubious accomplishment. Second place NA is like, okay, good job, buddy. I mean, it's like, no disrespect to Team Darkside. It'd be like, #1 France team. Like, hold on. Sky chill. You can't bully NA, because NA at least had people who, like, completed the quests with an A rank across the board. Close, but barely for the 4th team. Or that one E3 tournament where like Sox was actively chanting for like the monster to kill the winners. So I mean, so far the best events have been in Japan, of course, and I mean other Asian areas. Like I'm sure Taiwan would have had a badass arena set. I don't know what you mean first place, then 4th place. Second, what do you, what? I don't understand. I don't understand those rankings. Wasn't there a cool event in Korea? Not recently. I liked Cute on stage. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, 4th place dream match. Oh yeah. I mean, all right, dream match was definitely a tournament, but it was really like an exhibition show. And I liked that it was treated like an exhibition because like everybody was coming in with like cool things. Is there beef? I think Sam might have beef with me, but I don't really care. I do have an immense amount of love for Omnitoad though. And the more chances that we have to like spend time together, I will take them. Toad, you should be getting at least like 80 grams of protein. Yeah, so Toad didn't have his passport, and the initial tournament, they're like, you need to have a passport to compete. And I don't know whether it was more Toad asking or more TSC asking, because neither of them had US passports at the time. They eventually lessened up those requirements for the NA championship. Am I an exhibitionist? No. Yeah, I mean, Sans in Discord now. Like, people change partners all the time. Like, think about the 2018 winners from Japan. Georgia in a little bit. Not only did they win, like, all of the regional conferences, they also won Dream Match. Like, there's no reason for them not to be partners, and yet they decided to find other partners. Happens all the time. You know? Like, why in the hell would they not be partners? Unless one of them moved. It's just possible because the way the tournament works in Japan is, I think it's based on your prefecture, northwest, south, and east. No. Don't bully my... Don't... Stop bullying me, Northwest. The real question should be,
Just subscribe.
who is Noxella going to partner with at the next tournament? Nobody will partner with you anymore? What if Omnitoad wanted to partner with you? What if Omnitoad saw better prospects in you? He would be mistaken. From what you were saying, Noxella, I think you guys were getting better times than us on average. Your setup, at least when it went well, seemed like it went really, really well. We were getting generally 340. Wait, was it 340 on average or 350, Toad? It was around there. But it was very consistent. I haven't rewatched it, but I still want to try and figure out, I know my Wyvern Snipe kind of sucked. I know you carded at the end, but other than that, I don't think it was that bad. I don't know. Hard to say. What was the tourney time? It was like 420-ish? It's not really very representative of our time. $416, yeah. Make you partner? If there was an arena that has cluster heavy bowgun and it's good, I'll put you in the list of maybes. If you can't get the pictures from GU and only from Double Cross, well, see, the thing is I have a massive amount of sets in Double Cross free or Moth. So. What time is it for any percent tournament on the 14th? I have to double check. I think it's like 9:30 my time. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. What time zone? Directly under my nuts. Right under my nuts is where the time zone is. Look at it. It's coming in 4 hours. What is possibly debatable about that? 4 hours. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think. I have to double check. Hate you, chat. What time zone? Directly under my nuts. Right under my nuts is where the time zone is. Look at it. No.
No.
See your turnip. I need anything else? Probably not. Need these, right? I don't need binoculars. That way, that away. Doing on. We're okay. know if it's worth getting. I'll just grab them anyways.
What time zone? Directly under my nuts! Right under my nuts is where the time zone is! Look at it! It's coming in 4 hours! What is possibly debatable about that? 4 hours! Is that hair growing on your earlobe? Oh yeah. My hairy daddy.
Not.
Yeah, check it out. I want you to be my pet, and I'm gonna be your daddy.
We having fun? This is what we're gonna do for a little while. A little tickle and giggle.
And they talk about Kane. You put an uncensored patch over an anime card game. Are you not a creepy old man?
When I get
I've inspired you to stock up on food.
Release the beast!
Here's the thing, all that matters in a situation like this isn't for you to accurately predict whether you need to stock up on food. It's
No.
whether everybody else does. Just try to beat the crowd. Everything is going to seem illogical no matter what. I've said this a bunch of times, but either it'll seem like you over-prepared or you did, you know, not nearly enough. Damn it. Did you really remove Diddle? Well, here's the deal, guys. If you redeem sound clips that you like,
Not.
when my wife is watching the stream, she's gonna hear them. And if it's really bad, she's gonna be like, you can't say that. She already tells me to be nice to you guys all the time. Huh. Wow. The last one was even faster? Jesus. Damn. She tells me to be nice and not listen. How can you listen to the sound clip? I'm like, I am nice to you guys, though. Look, it's not even up to debate. You guys voted me nicest Twitch streamer on Twitch. So I don't want to hear it. Nicest Twitch streamer on Mixer? No, I've got the votes. I tallied it up. 100% of people voted me nicest Twitch streamer. I'm nice when I'm not a goblin tyrant. I will accept that. Because I'm never a goblin tyrant. No, I've got the numbers. It was like 18 people voted me nicest Twitch streamer. Like, just because you don't agree with the results doesn't mean they're not real. ATKT rooms say otherwise? Dude, I'm... Alright. If you guys hate my room so much, why do you keep joining them? Huh? How come I've got so many popular of these rooms? I love those dicks. I wish I could show dicks every single day. Yeah, the Safi rooms.
It's not Noxella time!
No, no, no. It's lightning round time.
Yeah!
I'm not carving. You can't make me carve. I'm not carving. I don't even know what country Rainy's from. Rainy's never entered in any tournaments. He mocks a lot of people that go to tournaments, but he's never actually been in one. I'm not saying he would be bad. I'm just saying, like, he has yet to have competed in anything that I know of, outside of just, like, submitting TAs. He asked, he said he would speedrun this game after I made a guide. I don't think I can listen to this whole thing. And then he never did it. Am I calling him out? I call him out regularly. Because he said, if you make a guide to speedrun this game, I will run it. And then I made a guide, and then he never ran it. He's like, oh, NA champs. Doesn't mean anything. You don't have any good competition. Well, you're the champ of falling asleep on stream, so enjoy your title.
What time zone? Directly under my nuts! Right under my nuts!
I know how often you run the same monster.
Time
you're also the champ of putting your own crab to sleep too. Ah!
Show it to me, Daddy. You take a good look at your long, hard lance. Oh yeah, that insect blade. Oh, I'd really suck the extract out of you.
Rainy's never entered in any tournaments.
Guys, I'm gonna get hit here.
He mocks a lot of people that go to tournaments, but he's never actually been in
I gotta
one.
close it. Alright. I hate how it goes on auto repeat. Is that hair growing on your earlobe? Oh yeah. My hairy daddy. Yeah, check it out. I want you to be my pet, and I'm gonna be your daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna kick that 6-year-old's ass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have that full clip. I might have the evil goblin cackle at the end. I'm not trying to start beef with Rainy. I would like it if he actually did run the game, though. Only because he said he would. He said he would do it. Shep, did I win? No, I got second place. Thank you for asking.
You winning, son?
All right, I'm losing time on this split. Second place doesn't go to E3. We're the real winners. Man, just try this. We've got, like, tranks and stuff like that. We're gonna lose like a minute now. That really sucks. I was messing around with that sound clip. I lost some time. I'll have to make it up later on. You're glad there was a girl in the finals? They were so funny. They were like hiding the entire tournament.
Just some regular yogurt you can sip on.
It's like, where were you guys? They couldn't find them. There was one thing that was like a little scuffed is we were supposed to go second, and Team Sushi Bar came out and did all their control settings. And they're like, no, actually, we want you guys to go first. And so we're like, okay. But they're like, but you don't have any time to really set your controls. You got 30 seconds. Okay. They just wanted to sit with their friends? Too bad. Alright, might make some time back on Zora. We're lucky. Played by former NA champ. Yes. Well, they were really close. They did get third. I know, the unpracticed team did amazing. Imagine the over 20 world record 80% runner not being the first one to go. I mean, usually they do these tournaments in reverse order of how you placed on Banbro. And we got third, so we should have been second. Has the raccoon hole today? There's a little bit more work to do, but it's almost done. Soon, hello. It ain't hype if it isn't you. Well, I'm glad. Well, here's one thing. I'm glad we went first because at least you guys were able to see the run. I know there was a bunch of stuff that was like cut out, the audio cut out, but at least you were able to see the run without having it to be a shoulder camera. That really sucks. How's your speedrun doing? We lost a little bit of time on Diablos, but nothing that we can't get back later on. Well, we did have a very sentimental story that would have been nice if it was shared with everyone, but I guess the fact that we didn't isn't that big of a deal. Am I a Baldur's Gate fan? Baldur's Gate 1 was always really boring. Baldur's Gate 2 is maybe one of the best RPGs I've ever played. I never played... What's the expansion for Baldur's Gate 2? Will you play Baldur's Gate? Not on stream. There's a quote about Omnitoad with a... The expansion is not Baldur's Gate. Throne of Baal? Throne of Baal is the expansion? I never played Throne of Baal. Icewind Dale is not the expansion. Icewind Dale is an entire campaign entirely. And I believe both Icewind Dale games 1 and 2 had expansions. I know at least the first one did. Heart of Winter or something? Heart of the Forest? What'd I say about 1? 1 is really boring. D&D is really boring when you're like level 1 and you can't really do anything. It's really until you're like level 10 where like your class choice significantly matters. Congrats on second place. Thank you. You're gonna play Baldur's Gate on 3 on stream when it drops. No. My Patreon is for you to play Baldur's Gate 2 on stream. No. I don't play RPGs on stream. It's like Super Resident Sleeper. It's like you're gonna get 5 or 6 hours. Like nobody's gonna know what the context of the story is. Level 1 is horrible. Like action RPGs, okay, at least there's something going on there. You like how goblin-y my face gets when you smile. I love how goblin-y your face is every day of the week.
Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pay me. Ugh. Sprinkle all that cheddar over my chest and eat it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna kick that 6-year-old's ass. If I'm gonna poop myself, I might as well get paid for it. Oh yeah. Guys, I might have brain damage. Kappa Gen's been breaking for a long time, Toad. I'm sure all of you nerds in chat are the ones that are always like picking the options like, oh, I just want to tickle their buttholes and call them my best friend. Look, it's not always the best way to get ahead. Show it to me, Daddy. Let me take a good look at your long, hard lance. Oh yeah, that insect blade. Oh, I'd really suck the extract out of you. Yeah, check it out. I want you to be my pet, and I'm gonna be your daddy.
You're both old, and you're balding, and you talk about taint. You put an uncensored patch over an anime card game. Are you not a creepy old man?
What time zone? Directly under my nuts! Right under my nuts is where the time zone is. Look at it. It's coming in 4 hours. What is possibly debatable about that? 4 hours. Big number. I'm assuming somebody's going through the store and redeeming all of their options. It's coming in 4 hours. What is possibly debatable about that? 4 hours. Yeah, I love those dicks. I wish I could show dicks every single day. I will unlock your ass. Like, all right, well, I guess I just gotta settle for the incest today. Is that hair growing on your earlobe? Oh yeah, my hairy daddy. Hey losers. How do they have so many points? I mean,
Nut.
don't make me put a timer on the nut.
Nut.
No, don't die. No. No.
Nut.
We'll get one more hit in. Thank you.
Nut.
It was you? Okay. I hope you enjoyed that
Nut.
burst of activity.
Nut.
Hey losers. Losers in chat.
Magma.
You can't prove that I'm not the nicest streamer. Should I post the micro PP clip too? You're welcome to post anything you like. The viewer experience shouldn't be different between an any percent run and a Baldur's Gate stream? What? We come here for the interaction? I mean, I would be delighted if your theory were true, but I promise you that if I stream anything other than Monster Hunter, we do not have the same stream. It's not. It may not be for you, but there's definitely a lot of people who come here for Monster Hunter. Which is fine. I mean, it doesn't bother me. You know, it's like one time Ninja decided he wanted to stream Final Fantasy VII instead of like Fortnite. And he got like 20% of his audience, which I mean, that's rough. That is rough. I'm not playing DOS. I have zero desire to play DOS.
You might know I'm on Twitch Stats watch list. Why? You manually cancel your Twitch sub, and then every time you resub, you say you had a bad experience with the streamer? Don't do that!
Not.
Alright, I think it's time for Daddy to hit me. Hit me! Hit me again. We're gonna do we'll do the drawing tonight, Nox. I'll make sure to go through and get all the clips and do the proper drawing, but we'll do it tonight. This should end up being a good Zora. It'd be a better Zora if the cat actually decided to help with the ammo. Yeah, might actually make a little bit of time back. Oh, hard to say. So I'm going to do another round of cannons here. We might get a flinch off, but given the amount of damage I'm doing, I'm going to be okay with that. Let's get one more in. I don't think we're going to be able to make up the full minute 33, but we might be able to make up like 30 seconds. +1 on the previous run isn't bad. I mean, it's going to be... It should be sub 240 either way. I can't click it. I can only imagine what it is. All I know is that you've had Photoshop open for the majority of the stream. Well, I know we got a good volley off last time. The bald Photoshop of me at the tournament didn't look bad. Thank you. I think. Thank you. Nice. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. How's the run so far? We're a little bit behind overall, but it's only by a minute. So we'll see. Still plenty of time in high rank to get that minute back. I'm trying to make up like 5 minutes overall. I'd love to get something closer to certainly sub 430, ideally something like closer to 425. Right, if we take a look at the splits, we are going towards a 4:30:24. I'd like to make up 5 minutes of the next group of guys. At least I have a proper hairline in that photo. Are you saying I don't have a proper hairline in real life? Character look like Mads Mikkelsen with pink hair. It's a random character. Ryozo designed him. Team Mauled, yeah. Why not Team Emauled? How much time can you save from good head RNG? It's a difficult question to answer. Great RNG here. Should be good enough. Okay. How do I view my builds? A little bit easier to view them when I'm doing viewer hunts because I have like all of them accessible to me. We're gonna be doing a little bit of viewer hunts after the speedrun and after like some sponsored stream. We're gonna do some viewer hunts. So you stick around long enough, you can see them all then. Subtokens are a ripoff. It's more expensive to gift on mobile than it does on computer. Fact. Apple and Google want their cut. When are channel points dead? Oh yeah. I do want to kill those. I think I will kill them. What is the sponsored point stream? It is like 2 Point Hospital, I think. Is that what it's called? Can we get a big waste for channel points? I think I'm just going to disable them. Honestly. I think they just kind of like distract from the experience overall. The only thing that's good about them, but I kind of wish was like, as long as it was like less intrusive, I'd be fine with keeping them around. But letting like plebs buy emotes and then letting subs like do modified emotes, I think that's pretty nice. Everything else seems like a real annoyance more so than anything else. Oops. Love my YouTube. Finally able to catch a stream. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. Got a pretty decent run going. We're a little bit behind on splits, but nothing horrible. Oops. Wow, that's a weird hit. It's unfortunate. Trying to get that KO. Yeah, we're losing time here. I knew we were only one hit away. Okay, time for the fun part. You still do podcasts? Nope, not regularly. I got invited to do some podcasts at the event. Some people want to have me on as a guest, but I don't regularly produce a podcast. I mean, if you want like a really easy normal 6, or not normal 6, just normal Gunlands, Iron is pretty decent to start. It's really not that bad. Isn't the Viper Toby one good too? For endgame? I mean, obviously it's not going to be the best in endgame, but if you just want to play around with it and see if the playstyle suits you, that's not bad. Have you been invited to Meadows' podcast? Nope. I don't know, is that random people or is that like a fixed crew? I don't think I like any of those. Shame. Shame everything. Wow. All sucks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Narga heavy bowgun, but if you like it, good. I guarantee you that Fumetto agrees with my complaints about sticky bowgun. He may use it, but I guarantee you he actively dislikes it. I don't know, Nafudis. Even after custom augments, I don't think the Kodachi heavy bowgun just like runs away with being the best Pierce heavy bowgun. What would you say is higher for DPS for Pierce if you're min-maxing? I'm not going to claim to be an expert on Pierce damage. I know I have the most fun when I play Pierce light bowgun. It's actually enjoyable. Is this streamer going for world record? I already have the world record. But I would like to set a new PB. How do I feel about elemental heavy bowgun? It's pretty good on Safi. In general, you probably aren't going to run that though. How can you have you world record when you're not even NA champ? The absolute state of NA. Or is it the absolute state of the world, actually? I guess in this case, you make fun of the world, right? How does it feel like getting a new PB as world record? I mean, I would technically... All right, so it depends. Like, I usually look at these things as individual weapon categories. So, yes, I have the overall world record with Lance. And that's cool and good and all that. But, I'm like the only person that runs Hammer. So, you know, de facto world records are super lame. I think we're just going to go back. I think that's okay. Oh, you know what? Probably should have done the whole quest thing. It's fine. 6-minute Shara solo sounds okay. Is my handler Taiwanese? She is speaking Monster Hunter language, which is like Japanese caveman language. If you're going to deactivate channel points, should we spam them? No. Please don't. Give Dude's world record? Hunting Horn was one of the fastest weapons in the speedrunning. It had the overall world record for a while. QA, which the guys that won the tournament this year, their team name was like QA did nothing wrong. He had it for a couple months. Noxel, I don't know how customizable disabling things is. I just don't like the little bouncing treasure chest in the corner. Imagine Horn only gets better with the new attack then? The issue with Hunting Horn is the Defender Hunting Horn, like, kind of sucks. So, relative to all of the new Hunting Horns, it's kind of bad. Or all the new Defender weapons. Because all the new Defender weapons are, like, really good, except Hunting Horn, like, doesn't get attack up. So, it's not as clean of a break as the other weapons, you know? Hey. Oh, just got it.
Oh, this is awkward. Okay, it's going pretty well. That missed, that sucks. Alright, not a bad run. A little low on pitfall traps, but we still have one for Pink Rathian. How nice would the Slinger attack be after the Bing Bang finisher? Be nice to have it as an option. So don't go crazy over that split yet, because track gathering and how I do things kind of changes per run. That was a decent Anjanath, though. 330 is not bad. How's the NA champ doing this morning? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Not me. It's true. It's not me. But I'm going to be like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, if I'm still your NA champ, oh, no. How's 2018? I'm doing all right. I kind of have to use the bathroom a little bit. I drank too much water, but we're going to have a cutscene after Rathian, so we're going to be okay. Still played well? We had a faster time that we had in practice that we didn't really get to show off, and that kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? That's how it goes. You know, we weren't the only team that didn't have our best time there. In fact, everyone there pretty much said, like, their times off screen was better. So you kind of have to just add, like, a couple seconds to your PBs now. Healing mantle, good. Lots of things up here. What was your fastest time? It was like around 230 or 240. I mean, it was definitely under 240. 240 was like our average. We'll see soon. I mean, with the quest ending, you're going to be able to see like the actual times, like they release them. Sushi Bar had their best time? Well, all right, never mind then. They did very well. I'm very happy for them. Blessed RNG, guys. Really good RNG here. Insect Glaive Impact Mantle. So we were actually playing around with Insect Glaive Impact Mantle during our training, and we just couldn't get it consistent the way that they did. Why did you have a different teammate this go around? Toad is my male lover, and the last time we couldn't be partners due to passport reasons, but this time there's no such exclusion.
Gotta go grab some stuff here, I think. Why does he love my mail? You'd have to ask him. Alright, it's probably fine. I might be able to save a lot of time here, actually. Oh, hold on. Give me that thing. Nah, I mean, here's the thing, Haste God. They practiced their Namiel, like, about double the amount that we practiced ours. Like, they clearly went through a lot of choices and then were able to land on that. Like, I doubt their first runs were with... I mean, it'd be interesting to hear if they ever, like, made a video on it, how they arrived at that strat. But I don't think in the very beginning people were thinking, oh, this is going to be dual blades Insect Glaive. Took them 1 week? Oh, that's pretty quick. I mean, remember, we only had 4 weeks. We actually switched strats a week away. We were doing Charge Blade, Lance, and then I switched over to Heavy Bowgun, Lance. The going P is after Rathian. It's not during the Rathian. No! Huh, I wonder if I can actually get a wallbang off. That's not worth it. What? No! No! Oh, so scuffed. Not again! There's like 3 paralysis gauges here right now. Yep, and here's Legiana. It's paralyzed again.
And user to just resubscribe for 2 months. MH4 UHD speedrun win.
I was actually thinking about doing a 4 Ultimate speedrun at some point. It's like the only other game I would really consider doing. Whew. I get it. Little buttholes is chat. Alright, still minus 340. I could have definitely been, maybe a minute faster? The only thing is I forgot to get the Vitality Mantle. Let's go put that on now. Also, the cat is usually better with poison, but whatever. Did I do well? I did okay. We got second place. I wish we did better, but I'm not gonna really cry about it. The team that won deserved to win. Pancakes, a lot of parts of the production for the tournament were good. Some parts, I think, were just like a complete oversight. I don't know. I'm sure they already feel really bad about the parts that didn't go well. They don't need me harping on them about the things they could have done better. I mean, first place team, like, had... So, like, with Arena, like, either you have the whole thing scripted or you just hope that your Unga strats are powerful enough to get through, like, whatever's in front of you. For the team that won, they had a script that was perfect for the whole run. And it worked for it. They earned it. If you got the best time in tournament, you would still have been 20 seconds short. Yes. Yeah, so unless they had, like, a scuffed run. If they had a scuffed run and we got our best time in practice, we might have been able to beat them. But their time was about normal, if not a little bit slower than normal, and our time was like super scuffed. So they would have had like something really go off track, and we would have had to get basically our PB to win. Have you seen the 2-minute base world Arena Duel Diablos run? That does not interest me. Sorry. What are we talking about? We're talking about North American Championship? Turn! Oh, I hit something. All right. It's annoying. It's 50%. get that re-wound here. That was actually a good claw stagger. Stop roaring! It's not good. Alright, this is okay. I'm surprised he's not going to start running anytime soon. He's at about that life. I just hope he doesn't try to run away directly from this. That's really bad when he does it. There goes a minute. Ugh. That's right. Scuffed run. That's how it goes, man. How did that wind get me? Kushal, are you okay? No. Obviously could have been better, but I think given the situation, losing a minute from him running away wasn't even that bad. KO with first hit of Big Bang. Ugh. Ugh. I think in our previous run, we might have carded to Teostra. Do you have any tips for Rajang? You keep dying with Lance. Do you have guard up and guard 5? I would start with that first. I think the Velkhana Lance might be okay against him. Outside of Guild Palace Lance. Yeah, Mind's Eye doesn't seem like a horrible bit of advice. You don't want to end up bouncing in any way, right? Polisher can be good. Dual blades are one of the better weapons on Rajang. Not that he even takes like a ton of ice damage, but the issue is he doesn't take much raw damage either, so kind of works out. Old Rajang was a lot more predictable, Asuka. And he had better hit zones on his legs consistently. Yeah, I mean, there were some things that were similar, but like the somersault move was like not only kind of dangerous, but at the same time, if you knew what was going to happen, then it was much more consistent to deal damage after it. Oh. Asuka, not Asuka? You're just gonna have to deal with that. Report Invoker, I've lost like 20 pounds since the beginning of the year. I guarantee you if I did no diet or exercise, you'd be like, wow, look at the chubby manlet. Now you guys just say manlet. Have you finished 3 ultimate? No. Nope, we're still in high rank in Tanzia. Have you finished Elatron? Yes. Can you call me a chubby manlet anyways? I mean, you can. It won't hurt my feelings because I'm not chubby anymore. I was definitely chubby. Definitely chubby beginning of the year, though. I had to gain weight, man. Streaming's rough, dude. The hell? Guys, just so you know, we've broken this Teostra. Well, this is going to be a split that will never be beat. Okay. He decided he wanted to run away. I mean, we'll see. I don't even know if we'll be back to minus 435. I guess it'll be close. Oh, wait, yeah, those things don't come back. Good effort on both sides. I don't know about that. Oh, oh. Yeah, we made the time back. And a sunk it. Gobbler. It's not terrible. Tio can be a bit of an issue. Tio and Xeno, or sorry, Val and Xeno are like the two harder runs. Pickle, yeah, it's interesting. I might actually see if I can continue to do that strat in future runs. We're gonna mess around with that for sure. I'm gonna try and replicate it. You count how many times I beat the story in Monster Hunter World? Nope. It's been a lot. Outside of that, nope. No idea. No. I don't think that actually saved me any time, but whatever. So I think for the most part, we want to attack the arms until we get an opportunity to tenderize the head, in which case we could attack the head or the arms. You think the Capcom's gaming engine can be a thing in future Monster Hunter games? I mean, the argument is, does the Monster Hunter team keep using the engine that they used for World? Or do they try and switch over to another engine? What would be more beneficial? What would let them get the next game out faster? Or what would make them let the next game out like in a better state? And there's arguments on both ends. I've heard for both. You know, I think this is an MT Framework engine.
When I get bullied, it's called release the beast because you don't understand.
We're gonna go for this. Should KO. Damn it. Oh. All right, it's time for Vitality Mantle, I think. What are these splits from? They're from my Hammer PB. Damn it. Hammer PB was with Defender gear. There's no way you'd get a sub 5 run without Defender stuff. No. I don't really want him to run. Oh wow, that went far. This Val is the opposite of the Tio fight. So I know you're like kind of new to watching the stream and speedruns, but Hammer is a really hard time on Val Hazak. He doesn't have very good impact zones, and it's not easy to hit the head. So for a Hammer run, that was actually pretty good.
Release the beast because you don't understand.
I'm gonna disable raids. I'm gonna disable everything. So we're going for PB at the moment. We're going for world record. I already have the world record, but we might be getting a new world record. It's very possible. It's actually a really good valve for Hammer.
Nick.
Anyone see the cat running down the stairs? That was kind of weird, right? The hell was that? Did I never pick up any smoke nuts? Oops. What type of weapon is the slowest on runs? Currently, the slowest weapon right now is Hunting Horn. Not because Hunting Horn is bad, but because the Hunting Horn we get from Defender Gear is bad.
Yeah.
Do you go hard bone? You always go hard bone if you're doing a normal run. There's a chance. That's all I'm going to say is there's a chance. The fastest weapon is Lance for now. We're about to see. I mean, we're almost tied for Lance right now in terms of splits. Now, Lance would normally finish Xeno faster than Hammer. Hammer is not great against Xeno. Did I think this was going to be a water fight? No, I never thought that. Lance is fastest. It's just really, really good against the Elders. It's really good against the Elders. You thought it was a low DPS weapon? People with low IQs normally think Lance is a low DPS weapon, so I could see why that is. I don't mean it in a mean way. I mean, if you have a low IQ, you think Lance is boring and a low DPS weapon. It's just like fact.
Just saying, there's a high causality. It's like 99% correlation between the two. I'm not saying you can be low IQ and not like Lance, but if you don't like Lance, chances are you're low IQ. Lance is bad against Velkhana without guard up, I agree. Everybody says my guy looks like Mads Mikkelsen. I don't know. I think that the pink Karen haircut kind of throws it off a bit for me. How many times you cart because you try to block Velkhana's ice beam? At least 3 times. They are speaking the Monster Hunter language. Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pay me. Ugh. Sprinkle all that cheddar over my chest and eat it. Yeah. If the Monster Hunter movie had Mads Mikkelsen butt in it, do you think it'd be worth at least 4 stars? I think anything with Mads Mikkelsen butt deserves 4 stars, so yeah. Velkhana's ice beam requires guard up. Yep. How many points of Flitch free do you need to be able to DPS next to a Dual Blades player? I think just 1. Usually 1 is enough for everything. You know, biggest usually when you've got like greatsword players doing true charge slash in your face, but even then it's worth it. Please hurry up. Oh.
Mewtwo the cheer dex 250.
Thank you,
So
Mewtwo.
bring the Palico but not your own son Cha-Cha.
Look, my love for Cha-Cha is no secret. I'd bring him over the cat. Oh no! Good opportunity to use Max Potion. That's all that is. All this charging is pretty bad. Probably not a bad first area, all things considered.
Yeah, I don't think Big Bang's gonna work. Perfect tenderizing time. Uh-oh. Woo! Ah, that could have been worse, I guess. Really? Really? So much running. Feels bad. No! Oh. What? Why would you... Huh? That really sucks. I don't know if we're far enough away.
It's a new world record.
Not.
Overall world record.
Not.
Woo!
Not.
Lance,
Not.
I'm sorry. I love you. I'll
Not.
try and give you a better run.
Not. Not.
That's pretty good for now, though.
Not. Not.
Lance sucks. Now, Lance is still very good. I'm sure if I went back to it and I practiced it, it could get faster than this, too.
Not.
What is your personal favorite and least favorite weapon? I don't really have a favorite. Least favorite's probably heavy bowgun.
Not.
Keith 13 just subscribed.
Key 13. Thank you.
Not.
And here's some dings because I'm going to share the splits.